On September 29, 2025, a London court heard one of the biggest crypto cases in history. Zhimin Qian, also known as Yadi Zhang, pleaded guilty after 61,000 bitcoins were seized a year earlier by British police. How did she move billions through hidden wallets without being caught for years? And what finally brought her empire down? Let's dive in. Zhimin Qian was born in China in the 1980s. She studied finance and business before moving to Europe in her 20s. Fluent in English and Mandarin, she presented herself as a consultant, connecting Chinese investors with Western markets. A story that opened doors in London's financial circles. By 2014, Yadi was living in a luxurious apartment in Kensington, London. She drove expensive cars and hosted high-profile parties. Her neighbors believed she worked in real estate and wealth management, but no one really knew where her money came from. In 2017, reports emerged from China about a financial network promising huge returns through Bitcoin investments. The scheme had connections to Europe, and authorities traced its funds to accounts linked to Zhimin Qian. Still, no charges were filed at the time. Investigators later revealed that Yadi had created a complex web of companies across Hong Kong, Singapore, and London. These entities collected money from Chinese citizens seeking to invest in crypto. She claimed to manage digital assets for them, but the funds were quietly moved into her own wallets. Between 2014 and 2017, her holdings grew to 61,000 bitcoins, then worth less than $1,000 each. She became one of the largest individual holders of Bitcoin in the world. Few knew that her clients in China were losing everything. In late 2017, Chinese authorities issued warrants for several people in her network. Yadi vanished. She left China on a flight to London and never returned. Interpol listed her as wanted for embezzlement and illegal fundraising. She disappeared with billions in crypto. In London, she adopted the name Yadi Zhang. She bought real estate under different companies and used luxury dealers to convert Bitcoin into cash and gold. Her spending seemed endless, but she remained invisible online. No social media, no interviews, no photos. She owned cars, villas, and artworks worth millions. Neighbors believed she was a tech entrepreneur. She donated to charities and attended elite galas. But behind the smiles were hidden wallets and carefully laundered crypto funds crossing continents every day. In 2021, UK authorities received intelligence from Chinese police about massive Bitcoin transactions tied to London. The Metropolitan Police Cyber Unit started tracking wallets connected to Yadi's network. They soon found wallets holding tens of thousands of Bitcoins. In 2022, officers executed a warrant at her apartment. They seized storage devices containing private keys to 61,000 Bitcoins, valued at nearly $4 billion. It became the largest crypto seizure in world history. Yadi was arrested in London in 2023. She denied all allegations, claiming she was a custodian for investors. Investigators discovered hundreds of fake contracts and offshore shell companies. Her trial became one of the most watched financial cases in Britain. During the trial, lawyers argued that she was merely a middlewoman. Prosecutors said she built a fake investment network that stole money from over 128,000 people. The evidence showed personal purchases worth tens of millions in Bitcoin and cash. On September 29, 2025, she pleaded guilty to money laundering and fraud. The court confirmed she had converted billions from victims into crypto. Her sentencing is scheduled for next year. The seized bitcoins remain under UK government custody. Authorities called it the largest financial seizure in British history. More than $6.9 billion worth of Bitcoin was traced to her accounts. Victims in China and Europe are still filing claims to recover their money. Crypto forums erupted after the news. Some called her a genius for exploiting a lawless market. Others saw her as proof that the crypto era still lacked trust and regulation. The case sparked new debates on financial transparency worldwide. Many victims were ordinary people in China who sold homes to invest. Some lost everything. Interviews describe families who still hope to recover a part of their funds. Their stories remain mostly untold. The Met Police continue to manage the seized wallets. Courts are working to return some funds to victims. Forensic experts say the recovery process may take years because of Bitcoin's complex structure and price fluctuations. To this day, investigators believe Yadi did not act alone. Several partners and bankers remain under investigation. Some wallets linked to the network are still active, suggesting that part of the fortune was never found. Despite her confession, no one knows exactly how much Bitcoin she still controls. Analysts estimate that some funds were moved through mixers and decentralized exchanges before her arrest. The true scale of her empire remains unknown. Since her arrest, Yadi has been held in a UK detention facility. Her lawyers say she spends her time reading and studying law. She rarely speaks to the press. Some reports suggest she still hopes to negotiate a lighter sentence by cooperating with investigators. Her story inspired documentaries and investigations. Media called her the crypto queen of 2025. Yet behind the headlines, her case exposed how unregulated the global crypto market still is, and how easily billions can vanish behind digital screens. The case of Yadi Zhang became a turning point for global regulators. It showed how one person could move billions across borders through code alone. It also revealed the fragility of trust in digital finance, where transparency can vanish behind encryption and justice moves slower than technology itself. Today, Yadi Zhang's name remains a symbol, part myth, part warning. The bitcoins she once controlled now sit in cold storage under police custody, untouched and silent. They remind the world that innovation without ethics can become chaos disguised as progress. Her empire collapsed, but her shadow still circulates through the blockchain. Her story ends where trust and greed collide, in a digital vault filled with silence. It stands as one of the greatest lessons in the brief history of cryptocurrency. If you want to explore the world of crypto, don't chase miracles. Educate yourself, because in this world, a simple click can change a life. But only knowledge can protect your future.